A drum school in Seattle is the place where recently arrived Ukrainian refugees meet with community volunteers and local organizations that are to provide some of the refugees' basic needs.
It's the second time Putin is rescuing us. Originally, we are from Donetsk. In 2014, when fighting started there, my family and I, back then we had one kid and my wife was 5 months pregnant, fled to Zaporizhia, started a new life, lived there for 8 years, and now we had to leave Zaporizhia, this time with 3 kids. From Poland, we flew to Barcelona, Mexico, Tijuana, and from Tijuana to San Diego and to Washington.
According to Olga Okhapkina, founder of the Nashi Immigrants Health Board non-profit organization, Ukrainian refugees arrive in Washington daily, and the numbers continue to grow.
Unfortunately, due to war and immigration, not because of their choice, they come in very emotional drain. So we try to collaborate with many psychologists and provide free consultation to support people and help them. The main request for people where to live, how to find the job, how to work with the status, how to find the education to learn English, how to help their kids, and mental support as well.
Officials from the local resettlement agencies admit they're stretched thin because of the coronavirus pandemic, Greater Seattle's housing crisis, and efforts to resettle Afghan refugees too.
Affordable housing in our Greater Seattle area has been for years in crisis. And it continues to be. And so when you have local population who's looking for housing, and you have people across the country who are moving into the Greater Seattle for the job opportunities, with the tech gigs and all of that, and then on top of it you have refugees who are coming and have to compete on such a very hot market.
We have a place to live. We live with an American family, but it's someone else's house. We need to rent a place, find a job, put kids in school. English is not so good, actually pretty bad, so we need to learn language at the same time. But I think we are going to make it.
After Russian forces began the shelling of Kiev, Daria Koucherets decided to leave. Now she and her 2 sons stay at her sister Alexandra's home in Port Orchard.
I was pushing on her, like, you guys need to get out, but at the same time, I'm like, that is scary. So we didn't know what was the right decision, to stay or to go. So it was just like, I'm sitting here in safety, and I can look at the map and I say, it looks like that is safe, but she's in a different situation.
Her husband Boris took them to the border with Romania and then went back to fight.
Oh, we just say, okay, goodbye. Yeah. Just don't have drama. Everywhere people helping us, in every cities, in every countries, in even when I came in United States, I will also say that I am very grateful to and thankful for all these people, because they help a lot of us. They give clothing, they give
bags and helmets for boys and toys for them and clothing and bed.
Yes, and also they give some card for food, for it just was so surprised, and I really don't know how
to pay back.
Yes, because it's really like all world helping.
Daria speaks 4 languages and is bursting with ideas, so her sister Alexandra is confident Daria will quickly find her footing in the US once she gets her work permit. They are less confident that their connections with relatives in Russia, torn apart by the war, will ever be restored.
You guys making this up, nothing of this is happening. And even to the day of the war, she still couldn't believe it, So there was that denial that they're right, and it was very difficult for her to accept that they were wrong, or and in their mind, Ukraine was part of Russia. So it was very shocking for us to hear that. So that actually kind of built this gap between families.
Natasha Mozgovaya, VOA News, Seattle.